Hey there, SMITE fans. Week 3 of the SPL is upon us. And well, while my picks haven't been the number one in all of them, we've gotten some fantastic games in these last weeks, making things a lot more interesting. So we're going to go ahead and jump into week number 3 here and look at the games that we're going to be coming up. And again, it's going to be enough of a doozy. So without further ado, we're in game this time around, as opposed to using my little client. We'll be able to come through. You can see the standings as well as all of the matches this week. Now, if you've seen Twitter, and if you haven't seen my Twitter, go to twitter.com/goremeister. But if you have seen it, then you do know and recognize that I already have my quick picks out there. You should know what I have chosen, but this is going to be talking about why. I'll also be going into the percentages as well to talk about what these teams are bringing and or not bringing. So that's going to be the interesting aspect of this game. So first and foremost, the very first matchup we have is the Knights going up against Space Station. Now, roster-wise, guys, SSG is a monster house. The fact that they are 2-2 out of their 4 matches, that their 50% win rate is remarkable to me. But I do think that there's a lot to be looking at these guys. I think the Knights are going to be formidable. I think this is going to be a lot closer than 14-85, which should be 15-85. But you got to give this one over to SSG, right? I mean, SSG have just been so dominant. They have been so strong in the past that you have to think that they're going to be able to bring that and capture some of that coming into this. Now, the Knights did dismantle Obey last week, so keep an eye on them, but we're going with the majority here. We're voting for SSG. The next one is Rival versus Sanguine. This is actually a rematch from Worlds, and Sanguine's on a hot streak, guys. They are 4-0 right now. They've won every game they've played, haven't dropped a single one. But man, is it hard to vote against Rival. I think Rival are going through some growing pains, and those growing pains might translate into this one. They've swapped some roles around, they're trying some new things, and this might be the week that they finally cinch it together. They had a couple of rough games against Renegades that they won, a couple of rough games against United that they lost. But my eyes are going just ever so more to how Sanguine have been playing as a team. They've been playing clean. You can tell they've been a team that's been together for years and that they play like it. And, man, I might be jumping on the bandwagon here, but I'm going with Sanguine. Till they lose, I'm going to vote for them. 26%, but we're going with them because of how strong they've looked. And the early game is still their weak point. Rival can absolutely abuse that, but we'll see what they're going to be able to accomplish if they can make it to that 15-minute mark. United going up against Obey is the first game on Saturday. That's going to be coming through. This one needs almost no discussion. Obey do not look good whatsoever. The Knights game is the best example of that. Then we got to see them the next day even more so. If United do not win this, as of right now, it's a battle of the bottom, but if United do not win this, they need to reevaluate a little bit. That being said, Obey, maybe they've been crushing some weights behind the scenes and are going to come back super buff. But I just do not see this one going in Obey's favor right now. They are not looking too solid. So let's just give it to United. Sanguine Renegades. Now, guys, Renegades are looking really good. Sanguine's looking really good. Sanguine's team play is looking really remarkable compared to the rest of the league. But the Renegades we saw this last week are a different Renegades team than we have gotten to see. Period. They're out of Barracuda for years, realistically. So my eyes go to this Renegades team. I see that 66%. Maybe that's making a little bit of the decision. But realistically, I'm thinking of how they played this last week, and I'm giving them my vote of confidence. It's not something I would do normally. In fact, I almost advise you to vote for Sanguine in this one because I don't know how consistent that Renegades team is yet. But the play I saw this last week was something different, and it was something to look forward to. And I hope they can bring that back this week. If they don't, well, then we'll throw them back by the wayside. But as of right now, because of how well they did, I have hope in my heart that they're going to be very solid. Going into Sunday, Knights are going up against Team Rival. And man, oh man, this is a hard one to call. On Friday, we will know, later today even, what Rival we're going to be getting, right? If Rival 2-0 stomps Sanguine, then they can very easily 2-1 take out the Knights. But if Rival lose to Sanguine, then all of a sudden we're looking at a different scenario to be evaluating, and the Knights are not a team to scoff at. I think they've got a lot of potency. I think Rival have a lot of potency, but Rival are, again, plagued by these changes they've made, and it's just going to make it difficult until they're 2, 3, 4 weeks from now even comfortable with everything, right? So we have to figure out where exactly they are right now. And that's going to be best known. I advise you wait until you see what happens on Friday. If Rival win Friday, vote for them here. If they lose Friday, vote for the Knights. If you're watching this on Friday, though, based on what we have seen out of them, I'm going against the majority. I think the Knights are going to be able to cinch this one. I think they just have a little bit cleaner team play as of right now. I think if you're looking at this match in 2 weeks, if you're looking at this match in 3 weeks, this is Rival all day. But as of right now, the Knights have come together a lot faster, and they look a little better than what we're seeing out of Rival. So I'm going to give it to them. Sunday, they'll take the day. Of course, if this changes based on Friday, but we'll have to see how those games go. And then the final match of the week, it is Radiance, as seen here as Ghost Gaming, going up against Space Station Gaming. Now, this is an exciting one. Ghost, though, I said this last week. I said it while I was on the desk, I believe. There is no way I'm voting against them. I'm going to go ahead and give them my vote of confidence and then talk about why. SSG look good. Maybe they're going to be able to stomp Knights and look even better. But Radiance, until they lose a game, I cannot vote against them. They are a powerhouse. The question was, as a power team coming together, a super team coming together, would they have the level of play to make things work? And as far as I can tell, the answer is yes. I mean, they are resoundingly taking these games very strong. I am excited to be able to watch this one. I think this is going to put them and push them to the limits. But right now, Radiance, Ghost Gaming, whatever you see them as, that is the team I recommend you vote for. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. Kind of 50-50 on the left-rights going down the middle. Couple of low tier, couple of high tier votes that we're going to be jumping for. But it's going to be a fun week. Make sure you tune in twitch.tv or mixer.com or youtube.com, all on SMITE Game or SMITE by Hi-Rez Studios, I guess, if you're on YouTube. But SMITE Game, twitch.tv/SMITE Game, and et cetera, et cetera. Of course, you can always follow me to try and find out more picks or to follow my shenanigans wherever you want. But otherwise, I will be seeing you next week as we watch this week and, well, wait and see what happens.